In this video, I'm going over how you can find your sound as an artist in 2023. Listen, I'm going to be trying something different. I'm writing with my Apple Pencil on my iPad. My handwriting is probably going to be trash. Not even going to lie. And any of the steps in this video, you don't have to do them in order. Just take the ones that you need. First question you need to ask yourself, what music do you want to make versus the music that you are good at. All right, so the keywords here is do you want to make versus the music that you are good at. All right, a lot of people are going to struggle with this right here because as artists, as creators, a lot of us have these big egos and we want to be able to prove people wrong. This is where you got to really understand, like, are you making music to make money? Are you making music to be famous? Are you making music just to make it because you love to make it? It's a hobby, it's therapeutic. You just like to do it. It's like what you like to do, right? So if you're making music for fun, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really can make music for whatever you want to do, right? Like, that's just what it is. And this question is so important because a lot of people make music for fun. So if you're making music for fun, it doesn't really matter what you're good at if you're having fun doing it. Like, if you're recording music and never dropping it, not trying to be a famous rapper, it really doesn't matter. But if you're somebody that's trying to turn your hobby, your passion, your calling into a career the way you can tour the world, make money to live off of, or just make enough money to pay some of your bills, you're gonna have to come up with a plan to figure out what it is. You might be good at making like melodic music, right? You might be good at it, but the music that you want to make is lyrical, right? But you're not good at lyrical, right? So let's say you're not good at it, right? So if you're not good at lyrical, are you really gonna stress yourself out by forcing the lyrical music? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not good at it, if you're not showing no signs of improving, if those are the songs that get the less streams, like, they're just not good, like, it's forced, like, that's gonna be a problem, right? But if you're good at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, melodic, they're like a 6. My handwriting is horrible. But like, if you're good at melodic music and it makes money, right? If it makes money, do that as your priority, right? Make that your priority. Make that what it's going to be. Like, just don't dumb down the melodic music. You can add some lyrical shit to the music. Or at some point, you'll build up the trust with your fans to where they'll be like, okay, they fuck with the lyrical shit. Like, you can do features on the lyrical shit, right? You don't have to sit there and just avoid it or just abandon it. Like, you can go back and do like lyrical shit features, right? Features, you can do lyrical shit on features and do your melodic shit on your albums. And then if you look at it like if it's R&B melodic and all this other shit, you'll be good. But it comes down to what music do you want to make versus the music that you're good at making. And this has another part to it because you're never going to find out what you're good at. You're not going to find that out unless you experiment more. So your first 6 months to a year, you're going to experiment. You're going to figure out what you're good at, what you like, what you don't like, the type of beats you like, the tempos, the song structures. You're going to have to figure all that out within the first 6 months to the first year. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even stress yourself out if you're not famous in the first year or two because it's going to be a journey. Everyone's not going to blow up overnight. Step 2. Got a question for you. Are you forcing it? That is a question. So if you're trying to find your sound, I need you to ask yourself, are you forcing what you're currently doing? Like, is everything you're doing seeming forced, rushed, inauthentic, not you? Because if it's feeling not you, that's not your sound. That's not it. If you're constantly trying to be like your favorite rapper and you're nothing like your favorite rapper, don't have the same experiences as your favorite rapper, you're forcing it, right? If you're saying you're super street and you never been to the hood, didn't grow up that way, it's not gonna be authentic, right? You can only fake it for so long, but I mean, if you fake it, at some point somebody can expose you for faking. So you probably want to keep it as real as possible, right? So when it comes to this right here, you need to understand, it's like, are you being yourself? Right? So be yourself. That's tip number one, right? You need to be yourself. Make what you want versus what the comp is making, right? You need to make what you want versus what the competition is making, because if you're a lyrical rapper and everyone's making rage music or plug music and you think that's what it's going to take to get on, you don't want those fans, right? If you know in your heart you're a lyrical artist and you got people fucking with the lyrical, don't go chasing the trend. And another element when it comes to forcing it is like, are you copying it too much? It's like, are you copying too much? Because if you're copying too much, you're going to be forcing it, right? Because it's not going to be you, right? Everything comes back to this. Be yourself. Make what you want versus what the competition is making. And then you need to understand, are you copying it too much? Because if you're copying, you're not going to stand out. You're going to end up fitting in with everyone else, and it's going to be harder for you to stand out. Like, don't force it, right? The fans are the people that you need to impress, right? The fans are the people that you need to impress, not other rappers. That's a lot of people problem. You don't want to impress other rappers. Other rappers are your competition. They're not going to be the people that make you famous. The people that are going to make you famous are the people that do not make music, because those are the people that has to listen to your music, buy the music, show it to your concerts, all that, buy your merch, go tell other people about your shit, tweet about you, post about you, just keep you going, you know? So I need you to answer the question, are you forcing it? Any, like, far as like your sound, your style, like, are you being yourself or are you trying to be somebody else? And step number 3 is gonna be a little controversial, but I gotta say it, right? So what you need to do is stop being a fan. And what I mean by being a fan is basically stop trying to be your favorite artist, right? Stop trying to do that. Stop using their flows. Stop using their cadences. Stop stealing their song structure like directly. Like, you can be inspired by somebody, influenced by somebody, but you don't have to bite somebody's entire being. You could be a fan of Travis Scott and not copy Travis Scott blatantly. All right, Don Toliver is just like Travis Scott, but he's different enough to where people will be like, okay, it reminds me of Travis, but it's not too much like Travis, so he's doing his own thing. Like, the song content, the structures, everything is completely different. You feel me? So you need to stop being a fan, because a lot of people be like, yo, how can I stop rapping like my favorite artist? Stop listening to him so much. Being a fan usually equals copying melodies. Being a fan leads to making the same songs, melodies. I gotta put flows. Making the same shit ugly. Making the same songs. I told y'all my handwriting was gonna be horrible. Making the same songs, the same, like, copying them. Well, like I told you, my handwriting was horrible. It's like, so it's like being a fan equals copying melodies and flows, making the same songs, and we could put it right here. It's like no clear eye. Shit, I can't write with this pencil. How do I write with this pencil? Identity, right? So it's like no clear identity, like musical, right? I'm not saying you can't. It's like, I'm not saying you can't be inspired by your favorite artist, because everyone's inspired by somebody. I'm inspired by Wayne, Travis, Future, Thug, you know what I'm saying, people like that, some country artists, some rock artists. Like, I'm inspired by a lot of people, like Chris Brown, a lot of shit, like a lot of melodic shit I'm inspired by. Lyrical shit, I can listen to the shit all the time. That doesn't mean I gotta be lyrical. I appreciate the lyrical art. You feel me? I like to make music off emotion, off vibe, and that's just me, right? Wayne is my favorite rapper. He's very lyrical. He can rap, but I don't fucking rap like that. Then it's like another question you need to ask yourself when it comes to like stop being a fan. You need to be like, would you accept someone who copied everything you do? Like, that's another question I need you to answer, and it's, would you accept someone who copied everything you do? All right, that goes from the way you record, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you name your songs, write your songs, do your cover arts. Are you really gonna accept that person? A lot of people's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it because da 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 da. But no, as artists, as creators, we don't like when people copy, right? It's cool to be inspired, but inspiration has its limits, and you're not just supposed to copy blatantly. You know, like, people go to court and get sued and shit for copying songs all the time. But you gotta understand, when it comes to finding your sound, you need to be you, right? Sometimes your favorite artist might not have the sound that you really truly want to create. You just like something about them. You like the music. You like how it makes you feel. But that's not necessarily gonna be the type of music that you should make. Because I know a lot of Juice WRLD fans started out being fans of Juice WRLD, but they don't even make that type of music anymore. And like I said, like, Wayne is my favorite rapper, and I make music nothing like Lil Wayne. So you gotta stop being like fans and trying to copy people blatantly. All right, it's cool to be inspired, but don't sit there and copy. And when it comes to this step number 4, it's very simple. I need you to find what you don't like or not good at. All right, this right here is gonna cause a lot of issues because people don't like to admit what they're not good at and what they don't like, because a lot of people feel like they're great at everything. Listen, it's shit that I'm not good at, and I understand that. Shit that I'm not good at, I don't even pay that shit no attention. You know, like, my handwriting is shit. I don't write, I type everything. But that's just besides the point. So we look at it like this: find out what you like, and that comes out with beats, right? So find what beats you don't like, okay? And when it comes to the beats, if you don't like, find the tempos you hate, right? Find the tempos you hate. Find the drum patterns, like, okay, like, find the drum patterns you hate, right? Find everything that you hate. Find the hi-hats that you don't like. Find the kick drums that you don't like. Do you like your songs to have kick drums or no kick drums? Do you like your beats to have a lot of instrumentation, or do you like your beats to be very simple with more room for you to be vocally on? Do you like samples? Do you not like samples? Do you like R&B? Do you like trap? Do you want to fuse rock with jazz and R&B with trap? What do you want to do? Like, we need to figure out what we like and what we don't like, because now you can have a clear understanding on how to describe your sound to people, how to describe it to producers, to be like, yo, I like my beats like this. I like how these 808s sound right here. I like these sounds. Like, you need to figure out what you don't like so you can appreciate what you really like, so you can stay away from wasting time when it comes to searching for beats. Because a lot of people come in and ask me, like, how do I find better beats? How do I pick beats? How do I get better at picking beats? Listen, it's easy to pick beats when you know what you don't like, right? That's just plain and simple. And then when it comes to another thing, it's like, find what you don't like when it comes to mics. So when it comes to microphones, figure out what you don't like. Do you like tube mics? Do you like condenser mics? Do you like Audio Technica? Do you love live audio microphones? Because I do. Do you like Rode microphones? What do you like? Like, what are the microphones you like? What are the microphones you don't like? All right. And then when it goes from the mics, you look at a pen died. Right, so like when it comes to it, it's like recording chains. All right, recording chains are completely different from mixing presets or just mixing templates and stuff like that, because the key to getting a good recording is going to be like your recording chain, and that really helps your sound out a lot, because the better vocal take you get, the better you'll be, you know. So your recording chain. So now you got to figure out, do you like how the Neve sound? Do you like how the Tool Tech sound? Do you like the Manly? Do you like the Waves versions of the 76 or the 2A or the real Teletronics? Like, what plugins do you like to record with? Do you like Auto-Tune Pro, Waves from Real Time, Metatune, Auto-Tune EFX? What do you like? Crispy Tuner? Now you really get into it. So it's like, if you don't like Crispy Tuner, don't pull it up, don't buy it. You know, if you don't like these type of plugins, don't buy them, don't use them, you know. So it really comes down to figuring out what you don't like. So a lot of people have a lot of options from time to time, and for the people that don't have a lot of money to experiment with buying different microphones and stuff like that, you can buy a microphone, try it out. If you don't like it, send it back within the 30 days. That way you don't have to waste your money and feel like you're wasting your money on the microphone. You can always send it back. And when it comes to finding out what you're not good at, that's going to vary depending on the person. So if you're not good at rapping on drill beats, boom bap beats, that's on you. If you want to put in time to try to improve, to see if you're going to improve, try it. If you don't know how to punch in and you're not good at it, get some reps in. If you're sucking when it comes to top line or just coming up with different melodies, practice. You need to figure out what you're good at, what you're not good at, what you like, what you don't like, all right? What you need to upgrade, what you don't need to upgrade. It's so many variables that go into finding your sound. It's not just the vocal preset. It's not just the microphone. It's a mindset and what you want to do, all right? If you want to be like everybody else, that's cool. I support that. But if you want to be different, I'm going to need you to answer some of these questions in the comment section below.